Human interaction is full of frequent collisions between personalities. We get along by talking them through and finding ways to live together in peace. Passive-aggressive people wound the fabric of social coexisting by refusing to engage in peaceful talks. They go for the jugular while maintaining full deniability. The group doesn't catch on until several key members have been outcast and refuse to ever return as they nurse their emotional wounds. Relationships are severed, leaving the group with only passive-aggressive instigator as their friend. Do you really want to be their next target? You better stay in line and not speak up against the instigator, because they'll dance away from your attacks with full deniability and turn the whole tribe against you next. You better not play the triangulation game either, because you're outclassed. This is the cycle which tears apart social groups and leaves healthy members scratching their heads. The insecure person enters the group, does a bunch of favors to make people like them, perceives a slight from another person in the group, gathers allies to rescue them from the cruelty of their tormentor, turns the group on their adversary, and drives them out. Then enjoys elevated status and attention as the remaining group members seek to console the secret instigator in the wake of their struggle. Repeat over and over until the group is absolutely shredded. Now, eventually, after the cycle happens a couple of times and they've repeatedly seen the confused look on every grog's face, the confused members, the remaining members of that group, wake up. Maybe they rally around one last surviving member with some leadership skills who rises to oppose the instigator. Together, the survivors drive out the instigator, who shrieks and wails in the darkness about how unfair it all is. I never did anything wrong. You all turned on them yourselves. The instigator then heads to a new group, usually a rival for the first group. You'll never guess how they treated me, and they give a sob story. The new group takes them in with open arms and comforting words. Things are peaceful until Grog 2.0 accidentally takes up too much space at that new table. Then the cycle repeats. Passive-aggressive behavior is designed to help the insecure person avoid perceived threats against their life. But in modern settings, we rarely, very rarely, need to be afraid of being thrown into a raging inferno for making a request. Direct confrontation at the outset is really the best option if any individual seeks to maintain their group's cohesion, confronting problems and solving them together. And confrontation does not have to be bad. All collisions are confrontations. Asking your partner to pick up some milk because they drank a bunch and now you're running low is a confrontation. Telling your boss you need a day off to manage your stress is a confrontation. And yes, even asking your friend to shift over and give you space at the table is a confrontation. We humans tend to adore those around us who confront directly, as long as they use a hint of tact and consideration for us while they do so. We say that such people exhibit confidence and leadership skills. In reality, they're just using healthy skills, which maintain the fabric of a trusting social group. By openly declaring a concern, the person offers everybody else a chance to vent their own worries and find peaceful solutions together. Trust is maintained, and the group continues a healthy understanding of each other's needs. So when you encounter the grogs of the world, start using direct confrontation to maintain social cohesion in your social groups. People will trust you more as a result. And be on the lookout for any passive-aggressive instigators working to triangulate with you and shred your tribe for their own comfort. It happens.